Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I'm a single dad. I've got two boys that live with me. One is 8, the other is 16, and sometimes it can be a little intimidating to cook for them. I know there are a lot of parents, moms and dads out there who don't feel comfortable cooking. Um, they order a lot of pizza, a lot of takeout, fast food, and it's not always healthy, and it certainly isn't cheap. So what I'd like to do today is to show you something quick and easy that you can cook for them for breakfast. And what I chose today was something simple. I chose an omelet. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is get a couple of eggs. Now I've already cracked them into the bowl. And you just want to lightly whisk them up. Doesn't take much. Just want to get them nice consistency. Mix up the yolks with the egg whites. You don't have to be a pro about it. Okay. Now what you want to do is grab some vegetables. The ingredients are really important. Peppers, tomatoes, onions, all that is good. I'm going to go over here to the refrigerator and grab some real quickly. Now this is a Corno di Toro sweet pepper. It's not hot. I know it looks like it is. It's very red, and people always equate red with hot, but it's not. Grab a sharp knife, and you just want to start by making a slice at the top to cut off the stem and the seeds. I always start by making a vertical cut all the way down. As you can see, there's a little vein there. I'm not really sure what that's actually called. And then just take your knife and run it down the side or down the middle to take that vein out. You always want to use a sharp knife, not a dull knife. Dull knives are dangerous. They can cause a lot more injury than you might think. And then just make some long, thin cuts. Just like this. Keep moving your hands back. Make sure you keep your fingers out of the way. And then just do a fine dice. And that's about all I'm going to need. Actually, they didn't quite through, so I'm going to give them another chop. Doesn't need to be perfect. I'm not interviewing for Gordon Ramsay's kitchen or anything like that, although that would be really cool. Now, when I say you want a good knife, a sharp knife, it doesn't need to be anything expensive. This is a rather expensive knife. It's from a company called Wusthof. It's high carbon steel, but really any sharp knife will do. Alright, so I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute, and I'm going to dice up half an onion. Now the way to do that is to take the stem side up, place your knife on the table, and like that. I think I need to sharpen this knife a little bit. It didn't go through like it should have. Alright. Cut off one end. Leave the root side on for now. Then just peel off the top layer to get the peel off. There's probably a better way to do that, and if anyone has some suggestions, I'm open to them, but this is how I do it. Then you take your knife and cut it all the way, almost all the way to the end, not all the way through. Make several cuts in it, evenly spaced if you can, and then just take onion like this, and so you have just this little piece left where the root was. Holds everything together, and it looks great. Okay, so now what we want to do is this. Let's go over here to the stove. I've got a burner that's been heating up a little bit. Okay, so here we have a nice hot pan. It's got just a slight coating of oil on the bottom, and we want to take our oil, or I'm sorry, our eggs, and just drop them in the bottom. Okay. And then just take the pan and shake it around a little bit, get everything nice and even. Now I'm going to crack some pepper and some sea salt on there. Since I've only got one hand available right now, I can't really do that on camera, so I'm going to pause it for just a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see, at the last moment I decided to put some cheese in there. Now I freshly grated some mozzarella. Only took about, I don't know, 5 seconds. Added the peppers and the onions, and now it's cooking. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. It may not work, but I'll give it a shot. Alright, so what you want to do, you always want to use a round bottom pan, because that'll make it much easier to get your spatula underneath there. See how easily it's coming up? And you just flip it over like that. Give it a couple more seconds. Let the cheese and everything melt really nicely, hold together. And you grab a plate, and voila! You have a nice, good, healthy breakfast that your kids will appreciate. Only took about 10 minutes, and it's so much better than taking them to McDonald's or Hardee's or wherever you take your kids. It's really not hard. It only takes a few minutes, and it's much cheaper, it's much healthier. And, well, that's about it. Get your kids started on eating healthy, and they'll eat healthy for life. Okay, and that was about it. Sorry about the camera. I don't have a cameraman, it's just me, so I apologize if it's a little clunky. But yeah, just get into the kitchen and start cooking. It's really not hard, and your kids will love you for it. So will your wallet. Thanks for watching again, and please subscribe. Bye-bye.